How Andrea Swift played matchmaker for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Andrea Swift helped set the stage for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, turning a concert crush into something more. In Episode 4 of Swift's six-part docuseries on Disney+, that origin story is finally laid out. After attending one of her Kansas City Eras tour stops, the Chiefs tight end went public with his disappointment on his New Heights podcast, telling brother Jason Kelce he had hoped to give Swift a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it, but never got the chance. The candid admission quickly made headlines, turning a missed moment into a very public swipe right. I want to tell the story because it's a really cool story, Swift's mom, Andrea Swift, says at the top of the episode in a backstage green room. Swift urges her on, "Mom, tell the story." Andrea explains she started researching number 87. "I'm looking at the headlines and perusing around what's on the internet, and I see that this guy came to your show and he brought a friendship bracelet and wants to meet you," Andrea says. Curious, Mama Swift called her cousin Robin, dubbed the resident expert on Kansas City Chiefs. And she goes, "Oh, my God, he's the nicest guy. And you know what? He really loves his mom," Andrea recalls. "And I went ding, 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 ding." Swift laughs and continues the story. "And so you call me up with this tone of, 'Hey, so I know he can not react well to this, but there's a guy,'" she says as Andrea jumps in with, "He's really cute." You said something to the effect of like, "You gotta start doing something different," Swift adds. Andrea describes Kelce's gesture as so earnest, adding, "I thought it was the sweetest thing in the world that he came to your show. He brought you something from your world." To me, that really said a lot. I thought that was really sweet, and I liked it. Karma is the guy on the Chiefs. The timing was notable. As the Eras tour barreled across continents, Swift was quietly moving through 2 public breakups, processing heartbreak while delivering a 3.5-hour spectacle. In the docuseries, she reflects on how the tour itself became the one constant when her personal life felt unstable. "The show was what gave me purpose and was what I could use to get me out of bed," Swift says. Against that backdrop, Kelce's attempt to meet her landed differently. Swift says on their first date, the tight end explained the mechanics of football like violin chess. "I just sort of became obsessed with him, and therefore became obsessed with learning about football," Swift says, laughing as she rattles off injury reports and practice statuses. As their relationship deepened, Kelce didn't just enter Swift's world, he embraced it. She changed the lyric to her closing midnight song every time he watched the show in Sarin, singing, "Karma's a guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me." She performed it that way 14 times in Australia, Asia, Europe, South America, and North America. Kelce's London cameo. The docuseries takes the audience backstage at a rehearsal and coming together of inviting Kelce on stage June 23rd, 2024, during her "I Can Do It With a Broken Heart" vaudeville skit in Wembley Stadium. Swift says the idea emerged organically. "If there was ever a point to put Travis in the show, I think this would be the one," she says. "The way that he just comes to life when the lights are the brightest. The moment is never too big for Travis." Kelce ate the idea up. He was like, "Put me in, I'm in," Swift recalls. "I can safely say that was the loudest it ever got on the Eras tour." Final Kelce show in Indy. The final Kelce appearance in the episode is the second show in Indianapolis. Between football games and practice, the Chiefs player walks into the stadium mid-show to sit with Swift's family. Swift explains the parallel worlds of the two of them performing in NFL stadiums and entertaining for 3.5 hours at the time. On show days, Swift would watch Kelce's games from backstage, cheering while going through physical therapy. In one scene, she stretched out in the Miami Dolphins locker room with her family and team, wearing a Chiefs tee, her calves wrapped in recovery sleeves. The convergence of sports fans and Swifties had become visible in the crowd, too. "I swear to God, it's every 12th person has his jersey on," she says. The episode closes with Kelce waiting on a pulley system as Swift finishes her final song and appears beneath the stage. The roar of the crowd still echoes above. He smiles and yells out to her, "Tay-Tay, all aboard," he says and makes a choo-choo sound. She laughs and kisses him. Travis is just very comfortable with, conceptually speaking, a big life, 'cause he has one, she explains over video of them riding off. I think, ultimately, it's the way he treats me. It's very clear. And I think that's one of the reasons why the fans are so in love with him.